Talking about. We got Dallas in the building. Let's get it. We got New Bedford, Mass in the building. Let's get it. Let's get Jersey in the building. We got Atlanta in the building. Jersey in the building. All right. New York City in the building. Drop your city below. And we're about to get started. We are live Wednesday, January 29th. So this is a live class. I'm going to give y'all some live game, but there's a few things that I want to do. I just got to set the tone. I need to set some expectations because I am going to give you information that's going to change your life. I promise you the information I'm going to share with you on this class has the potential to help you generate cash flow immediately. Passive income, passive profits that you can get consistently immediately. But I need you to do a few things for me. So if y'all can do a few things for me, I'm going to make sure I deliver. The first thing I want you to do is give me your undivided attention for the next 90 minutes. I need you to lock in with me. I need you to commit to be able to, no distractions, no multitasking. I need you to go to a corner, go to a room with you and your laptop, and I want you to commit to the next 90 minutes. If you can commit to the next 90 minutes, I want you to type commit in the chat. I want you to type commit in the chat if you can commit to the next 90 minutes because we know how to scroll on social media and watch everybody live their life. These highlight reels, spending hours. We know how to binge watch our favorite shows. We know how to get phone calls from family and friends and gossip about things that's not going to serve us for hours on end. You can binge this information that's going to change you and your family life. So I need to get your commitment before we get this thing going. And when you are commenting, make sure you tag everyone so everyone can see. I see a lot of y'all putting host and panelists only. Please ensure that you put everyone so everybody can see you. But I got your commitment, Courtney. I got your commitment, Vincent. I got your commitment, Melanie. iPhone, change your name, but I got your commitment. Olga, I got your commitment. I got your commitment. Let's get it. Let's get it. What we got? Get guap. Get guap. I got your commitment. Skipper, I got your commitment. Brenda, I got your commitment. So that's perfect. I need you to lock in because I promise you, I don't even want you to blink. I don't want you to miss the information I'm going to give you. All right? So I got your commitment. The next thing I need to know is what are you looking to learn? You joined this workshop to learn what? What interests you? Let me know because I want to ensure that I give you what you're looking for. I could teach so much, but I only got 90 minutes, and my goal is to ensure that I give you what you're looking for. So if I can add it into the class, I'm going to do that. So let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat right now, what are you looking to learn? Why did you sign up for this class tonight? What is the piece of information that's been missing for you? Let me know in the chat. I want to make sure I'm going to support y'all. All right. So as we doing that, what I want to do is give you a full blueprint to go and get access to $250,000 in funding, 90 days or less. I want to show you how you can get access to $250,000 faster than your job could pay you, faster than you could save it yourself. And I want to show you how to not only get that capital, whether you got good credit, bad credit, I want to show you how to turn that credit into cash flow on businesses that is predictable, profitable, and recession proof. That is the mission here on this workshop. So we got how to get access to funding. I got you. We're going to break that down. The system for 0%, then whole life. All right, we're going to see if I can get into that. A lot of information, funding, buying an existing company. All right, cool. I see what y'all on. I see what y'all on. So I'm gonna make sure I give you the information that you are looking for. All right. So let me share my screen. Let me jump right into it. I'm not gonna waste no time at all. I'm gonna get right into this. Right into this. All right. So where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right. Let's share my screen and get into this. All right. Let's X this out. Cool. All right, perfect. If you can see my screen, put a one in the chat. If you can see my screen clearly, put a one in the chat. Just want to make sure we good. All right, perfect. So, matter of fact, I want to ask this question. Put a 3 in the chat If you are familiar with me, that means that you've been following me for a year now. You may have purchased some of our courses, programs, been in our community, been to a free seminar. You know the value we provide. Put a 3 in the chat, but put a 4 in the chat if you don't know me from a can of paint. You just like, you may have got a text message, somebody sent you a link, you may have got an email, or you may have seen an ad on Instagram, but you don't know me from a can of paint. Put a 4 in the chat. I just want to make sure I know who I'm talking to, because I'm not going to overshare more than what I need, because I want to get you the game. But I do understand that it's important for you to understand who am I and why I'm qualified to share the information I'm going to share with you today. It's not always about the message itself. Sometimes it's about the messenger, because you want to know that you're learning from somebody that has been where you've been, that has come from your circumstances, that they can give you the exact blueprint so you can get to your goal faster. So we got a lot of 4s. All right, we got too many 4s. We got 3s too. So that's good. We got a good mix. So for those of you that are not familiar with me, my name is Ramel New Worlds. I am 32 years old, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Story like anybody else. Like, I come from poverty, welfare, food stamps, free lunch, you name it. I grew up and my mom passed away when I was 12 to cancer. And then my grandmother that raised me, she passed away 2 years later when I was 14 to cancer. So now I'm being raised by a single dad who's working 50, 60 hours a week to keep the lights on. So I come from a place where I'm sleeping in a bed with my grandma till I'm 14, 13 relatives in a 3-bedroom apartment. Put me in the chat if you come from those circumstances. And you may have come from a better circumstance or worse. But if you come from a place where you didn't get handed a bunch of money, you didn't get handed opportunity, well, I come from that. And the only reason why I'm sharing that with you is because I'm so excited and proud to be able to stand here in front of you as a serial entrepreneur. I currently own multiple businesses, but I am most known as the self-storage king. The reason why I am the self-storage king is because I've been able to master a hidden industry that we call the best kept secret, the self-storage business, where we're able to make money in commercial real estate with no tenants, no trash, no toilets. See, I've been able to get the keys to the gate, but I'm not going to gatekeep. I'm going to let everybody in. See, that's my goal here on this workshop, is to expose and uncover all the things that you could do when it comes to capital and buying cash flowing businesses. And today, I've been able to build a $10 million self-storage business, $20 million in family wealth. And my mission is to teach every entrepreneur on this call how to purchase cash flowing businesses with no money down strategies. That's the cool thing about this, family. I'm going to show you how you don't need a ton of money in your bank account. You don't need an 800 credit score. Now, it's great to have it, but you do not need it. All you need is the will. I'm going to give you the skill. All you need is a why strong enough. I'm going to give you the how. Type work in the chat if you're willing to do the work. I need to make it very clear. Type work in the chat if you're willing to do the work, because that is what I've done. That is what my students have done. And we have 8 self-storage millionaires that have come through our program. We have thousands of students that have getting to the 700 credit club, 800 credit club, been able to access over $50 million in funding through our program. And we want you to be next. I want you to be the next self-storage millionaire. I want you to be the next person to buy a cash flowing business like Cookie, like Nye and a bunch of people I'm going to get into. So I'm super excited. I'm not a pandemicpreneur. I didn't jump out 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I've been doing this for 10 plus years. I know I'm 32 years old, and that's relatively young, but I've been doing this since I was young. Hosting free financial literacy tours, traveling all across the country for free, putting together events, speaking at your favorite colleges, HBCUs, being able to really invest, create my own nonprofit organization where we provide scholarships for high school students to go to college. These are the things that I'm most proud of. Like, yes, I have some accolades, but I'm really proud about the work that I've been able to do within my community. And that's what I take pride in, y'all. But my goal for you today, my complete mission, and if I don't fulfill on this mission by the end of this class, I want you to let me know and hold me accountable. I want to introduce you to the world of capital mastery. I want you to understand how to unlock the bag. And once you unlock the bag, I want you to be able to take that bag to turn it into passive profits. And I want to show you how you can do this fast. We don't need to wait years. We don't want to get rich slow. We want to get to the money fast. So I'm going to break down some frameworks on how you can get access to $250,000, 90 days or less. Type ready in the chat. Are you ready to do that? Just type ready in the chat if you're ready to do it. I just want to make sure y'all with me. I want to make sure y'all with me because this is the information that's gonna change everything for you. All right, y'all ready? They ready? Cool, cool, cool. So the last thing that I want to share really, really quick is a disclaimer. And I'm doing this because my attorney told me to do this, and I got to do things legally because it's just crazy out here. So I need to make it very clear that this workshop is only for action takers. This is not for action talkers that people just talk about what they do. This is about the people who really execute and do it. This is not for the people that is going to sit here and just get a bunch of information and then be pessimistic and don't have an open mind and say that ain't going to work. If you are that type of person that's a hater and you skeptical and you don't want to win, you might as well leave now. Save yourself the time, save me the time, save the community the time. I'm just being completely transparent because I want to make sure we got the right people in the room. If you are an action taker, if you are a wealth seeker, if you're somebody that move with speed, type me in the chat because this is a workshop for you. I'm going to give you what you need. And please note that I am not a licensed financial advisor, a CPA, accountant. I am not. Yes, I have experts around me that are CPAs, licensed financial advisors, and all of those great things. But me personally, I am not. What I will tell you is this. I'm a licensed mailbox millionaire. That's what I will tell you, right? Because the information that I'm going to share with you is what I've done in my real life. Is the information that I'm sharing from my experience. Nothing is theory. Everything's what I've actually done. But your results is going to vary based upon your work ethic. Your results are going to vary based upon your mission, your grind, your want, your background, your commitment, your ability to do the work long enough to outlast that learning curve. I just want to make it clear because a lot of people think, oh, I can get this done fast. But yeah, I did it. This person did it. But are you willing to do the same type of work long enough without looking at the clock? My mentor told me this. He said, if you want to go to the mall and shop without looking at the tag, you got to be willing to do the work without looking at the clock. Type work in the chat if you're willing to do the work. Perfect, 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 perfect. There we go. There we go. Let's go. All right. So all it takes is one deal to change your life, family. And I'm sharing this because I'm about to get to the game. But for those of you that put a 4 in the chat and you know nothing about me, I started out humble beginnings, not knowing anything about real estate. But I invested $5,000 in my very first mentorship. And this wasn't even a mentorship, it was an online course. And I watched the videos and had to put it together. And my mentor, he just told me what to do in the courses, and I just did it. See, I didn't lean on my own understanding. I had to lean on the understanding of somebody who's done it. See, that's the problem. A lot of us, we get into programs and we still want to do it our way instead of doing it the way the mentor said. If you knew already, you would already be doing it. So I understood that concept and I started to send out letters and cold call, text message, all the strategies that I'm going to get into and we'll be teaching our mentorship in detail. And I end up coming across a family that was going through what is called a pre-foreclosure. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what a pre-foreclosure is. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what a foreclosure is. Pre-foreclosure. Put a 2 if you don't. All right, perfect. Perfect. So for those of you that do not know, it's when you buy a property, you fall behind on your mortgage, the bank is threatening to take it away, they're going to foreclose, take the property away, and you're going to butcher your credit. So what we do is we get with the seller and we get with the bank and we work out what is called a short sale, where we're able to buy that property from the seller and the bank allows us to get it at a discount and waive the price. See, when I tell you only one deal, because this was me at Pepsi. I worked there and I used to be in the grocery stores, the Walmarts, the Target, the gas stations. I used to be in there 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, filling up the shelves with Gatorade, Pepsi, Purely Tea, cold as hell. But I did it with a smile. See, this is what changed everything. You got to have the mindset. When I give you the game, if your mind is not receptive to it, it won't work. I had a strong mindset because my dad dropped game on me when I was young. He said, look, a job stands for just over broke. At the end of the day, when that job decides to let you go, your entire livelihood can be affected. I need y'all to put just over broke in the chat because a lot of us are dependent on a job every single day. But my dad said, even though a job stands for just over broke, it doesn't mean don't start with the job. It just means don't end with the job. You need to have an exit plan. But when you go into the office, you should be looking at their marketing, their sales, their finance, the organizational structure, the human resources. You need to be learning from the company and take that to invest in you. And that's what I did. As I went into the office and I went on my route and I was selling products, I said, how do I take this and invest in me? So I took my W-2s, my pay stubs, and that is how I invested in mentorship. That is how I invested into my business and started marketing and came across a deal. And I was able to get this deal under contract, 2-family brownstone in Brooklyn. Those of you that's from New York, you know what I'm talking about, how expensive these brownstones are. If some of you that's from Massachusetts, from Atlanta, from Cali, you know how expensive these type of properties are. I got it under contract for $590,000, y'all. $590,000. But this is the thing. I had no money. I was only 22 years old at the time, making $55,000 at Pepsi. The mortgage company denied me because I wasn't making enough money to afford a almost $600,000 mortgage, but I didn't quit. Somebody type don't quit in the chat, because if you don't quit, you don't fail. A lot of us are not willing to outlast the learning curve. We give up too quick. See, even though I didn't have the money, because I was in a mentorship and the mentor was telling me, you need to go out and network. You need to go out and find investors. You need to go and create relationships with different people that have money. And I just said, all right, let me go out and do it. So I went on eventbrite.com. It's some game, eventbrite.com. And I went to over 50 meetups. I'm bringing my business cards. I'm dressed up in a suit. I'm uncomfortable. I'm doing this scared. Like most of us, we on this call right now, and when we invest, we do it scared. But this is how God works. God is so powerful because he sends other people as messengers to give you the message. So as I follow through, I end up coming across a lady who was old enough to be my grandmother. She said, I see something in you. I love your drive, your passion, your energy. You remind me of my son. I want to do something for you. She gave me what is called a hand up. Now, not a handout, because we don't do handouts. We do hand up. She made a phone call to an investor that she knew that she worked with for 20 plus years. She said, this is a young man. He got a good deal. I need you to sit down with him and just have a conversation. And in no way I would ever be able to sit down with this guy who's a multi-millionaire if it wasn't for a relationship like that. And I sat down with him. I showed him the deal, and we ended up working it out to where he put up the entire $590,000 for me. I put no money out of my pocket, y'all. No money. Somebody type no money in the chat. So when I tell you that you could buy cash flowing businesses and you could do deals with none of your own money, I'm not telling you from theory. I'm telling you from my real life. See, I just had to give him 50% equity in that deal. So when we sold it, we split our profits. That property that we bought for $590,000, we put $40,000 into renovations utilizing a Chase business credit card at 0% interest. That same property, we put it on the market, sold it for $1.2 million. I made 6 figures in real estate my very first deal. Somebody type 6 figures in the chat, please. I need you to understand what it felt like, because at this point, I was 25 years old. It took me 3 years to get this deal done, but I walked away from the closing table with a $157,000 check after I split my profits, paid all my fees, liens, taxes. Just imagine what it felt like. In one deal, I made what it would have took me 5 years to make on my day job. Put me in the chat if you just want one deal to change your life, one piece of information, one relationship, one mentorship away, one decision away. You're only one move away from your dream life. You're only one move away from you quitting that 9 to 5. You're only one move away from you getting to your revenue goals, but you got to make the first move. A lot of times we be stuck, analysis paralysis, and we got all of these imposter syndrome, and we just get stuck. Type me in the chat if I'm talking to you. See, when I made this money, my mentor again told me, you got to reinvest. The money don't go to your pocket. You got to put it back out. You got to keep planting the seeds for it to grow. Somebody type reinvest in the chat. Yeah, that's what I did. I started to invest in more mentorship. I bought more properties. And I'm just showing you the receipts because I want you to understand that if I could do it, you could do it. If I come from poverty, welfare, food stamps, free lunch, if my grandma passed away, my mom passed away, and I've been able to build myself up from the mud and do business at a high level and build a $10 million business, $20 million in family wealth, you could do the exact same thing. I want you to understand this. And I bought more properties, more checks, more income. I can't fake this. You see my name. You see what's happening. You see my businesses, multiple six-figure checks, not a one-hit wonder. I've done this time and time again, predictable money. See, that's what I want to show you, how to make money predictably, sustainably, consistently, not just here and then there. No, we want to do it consistently. Somebody type consistently in the chat. See, I'm so blessed, and that's why I share and I get on these workshops, because today I'm able to fly on private jets. We take one-way flights. I retired my wife. I said, I don't want nobody else telling you what you got to do and when you could go. No, I want you home with me and the family, take care of my sons. We take one-way flights. We don't do round trips because we don't know when we're coming back. I'm just being honest. This is the life. I'm getting interviewed on national television, traveling the world. I was actually awarded for making 7 figures in a day in 2 different businesses. I'm just sharing this because I want you to know that your current situation is not your final destination. It's not about where you start. It's about how you finish. I bought my dream car 2 years ago, $300,000 Lamborghini. And I put no money out of my pocket. Why? Because I got the strategies and my self-storage business pays for it. Do y'all understand what I'm sharing right now? Do y'all understand what I'm telling you right now? I just want you to see me and I want you to see yourself. That's all I want you to do. And now I'm ready to really give y'all the game because I got me out the way. I got me out the way. I hope you understand why I'm passionate. And I don't want you to confuse it with aggression. I want you to know that's because I really care. This information changed my life. I know what it's like to be at the bottom, and that's why I go so hard, because I ain't never going back. And guess what? I need more of us at the top. More of us, because everybody at the top collaborating, the people at the bottom is competing. See, what I want to do right now, I want to talk to 2 types of people. I want to talk to 2 types of people, right? I want to talk to the people that have been struggling to be able to go get capital. That's what I want to do. I want to talk to those people. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been struggling to go get funding. You lack strategies, right? Put a 2 in the chat if you don't really have consistent money and you looking for a way to get into an entrepreneurship with little to no risk. Well, it's always going to be risk, but very little risk, right? I just want to make sure I understand who I'm talking to, right? Cool. I got the right people in the room. I got the right people in the room. All right. So bet. Getting back to my board, right? This right here is the exact strategy that not only has helped me, I gave you my story, it has helped my students generate 6 and 7 figures in cash flow every year. See, I want you to know you could be just like Cookie. And for those of you that was on earlier, y'all watched the video where Cookie, who's a mailbox millionaire in our cash flow collector elite mentorship, she purchased her very first cash flow in business. And this is a screenshot from our private group where she's sharing how on January 31st, she purchased her first big acquisition and she did it with only $5,000 out of her pocket. Type me in the chat if you got access to $5,000. So you could go buy a business and make 6 figures a year. See, and Danielle did the exact same thing when she's a part owner in a $1.8 million storage business. Lisa is a part owner in that same $1.8 million storage business. Nia, the legacy builder, she bought a logistics business and a dry cleaning business utilizing her IUL Infinite Bank. These are the high-level strategies that we share in our mentorship. You can be just like Cookie, Danielle, Lisa, Linus, Kay, a bunch of people that have come to the program, but you got to be willing to make a move and work. Somebody type work in the chat. Somebody type work in the chat. So we're about to get into it, but I got a special gift that I'm going to do for everybody that stays to the very end. I'm going to do a few things for you. Number 1, I'm going to give you all of the notes from today's presentation. So don't worry. I'm going to give you a lot of game, but I'm going to give you the notes, all right? What I'm also going to do is give you an opportunity to get up to $2,500 on this call. I'm gonna show you a way how you could actually get access or up to 2,500 with no credit check. But you gotta stay to the very end of the call. All right. So those are two things. And third, what I'm gonna give you is my business funding checklist, where you could actually go out and start building your business to go get funded. I'm gonna give y'all that. All right. So y'all ready? Type game in the chat if you ready. Type game in the chat if you ready. Cool, cool, cool. All right, cool. So this is my four-step process to get access to $250,000 in funding, 90 days or less, and turn it to cash flow. Number one is going to be to build the ultimate credit profile. So you need to understand that. I'm gonna break that down. So don't worry. Once you build the ultimate credit profile, then you need to set up a business to be compliant. And the banks need to understand and ensure that you're bankable. I'm gonna break down what does that look like. But once you do those two things, now you figure out which funding strategy are you gonna execute. And I'm going to talk about these strategies. And with that funding, you turn it into a cash flowing business. All right. So we're going to get into step one, how to build the ultimate credit profile. So get your pen, get your pad. Why is credit important? Credit is important because it gives you the ability to leverage. See, I like to break down words. When we think about the word leverage, right, it's two parts. You got lever, you got age. So when you think about a lever, what comes to your mind? What does a lever do? Let me know in the chat. What does a lever do? Let me know in the chat. When you think about a lever, what does it do? What comes to your mind? Elevate. Thank you, Francesca. Elevate pushes you forward, gives you a lift. So when you think about lever, it pushes you forward, it elevates you. And then age is the other part of the word, which is the time that it takes to get something done. So when you leverage something like credit, you can get to your goal faster. We call that becoming more effective in less time. See, the faster you get to your dream life, the longer you get to live it. See, I don't want to make $1 million when I'm 60, 70, 80. I want to make $1 million now. I don't want to work 50 years to make $1 million. I want to make $1 million now. Somebody type now in the chat if you're with me. So this is why we need to understand credit and what makes up the profile, because a lot of times we think about the score, 750. That means nothing if you don't have the right profile structure. So there's five main factors that make up the credit profile. Number one is going to be your payment history, your ability to make payments on time, over time. Very important. Please don't miss a payment. Set up auto pay, put calendar notifications. Whatever you do, do not miss a payment. It's 35% of your score. 30% is going to be your credit utilization. How much are you spending on your credit cards? If you have a $900 credit card, you want to do what we call the divide by three rule, where you now divide it by three, and 900 divided by three is 300. That's the most you want to spend on that card. And the way it works is, if I have a $900 credit card, I'm going to spend 300 of it. And then I'm going to pay 100 this month, 100 next month, 100 next month, and keep recycling that. And if you pay attention to what I'm sharing, credit utilization, payment history together is 65% of your score. If you focus on these two, you'll be in the 700 credit club with just these two. Everything else that I'm going to share is the icing on a cake. So you now have the type of credit, the mix of credit, which is 15% of your profile. You need to have what is called installment accounts. So that's one fixed amount of money that you owe and you pay it off over time. That can be a car loan, that can be a mortgage, a school loan, right? You need to have revolving accounts, which it is like a credit card where you spend 900 and you pay it off, spend it. It's like a revolving door. You always have access to it. That could be a line of credit. And you need open-ended accounts that varies every 30 days based upon your usage. That can be a phone bill, a gas bill, light bill. But you need to ensure that you have a seasoned profile. You want to make sure that you have multiple accounts reported. This is how you get to that 800 credit club. And then you're going to have your length of credit. That's 10%. I don't want anybody to ever close down an account. When you close down your account, your average age drops. Every time you apply for a new account, your average age drops. That's why it's important in our mentorship. We show you how to build your credit without getting hit with hard inquiries, so your average age stays up. In our mentor, we show you how to hide utilization and pay credit cards with credit cards so that you can keep your utilization reporting low. But these are the things that we go into in our mentorship. And lastly, applying for new credit. So every time you get a hard inquiry, your score is going to drop. If you get 6 or more inquiries in 6 months, there's an internal flag that goes off in the database and it increases your odds of being denied. So this is why you want to learn how to apply and remove inquiries in 24 to 72 hours. These are the strategies that we teach. So now I go and apply, I get approved, I remove the inquiry in 72 hours, I'm back in the game. This is the nuances of the credit profile, and this is how we are able to unlock the bag because we got this type of game. If you got that, but got it in the chat. Just want to make sure we got it because I'm moving on. If you don't pick up on this, everything else not even going to make sense. If you follow what I shared on the profile, this is what it should look like. It should look like this. If your credit looks like this, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 2 in the chat if it don't. Like, Mo, I hear you, but I made some mistakes. I ain't had the information like you have it now. I didn't understand this stuff. So, I'm in the process of rebuilding. We family here. 1 in the chat if it look like this, 2 in the chat if it don't. Let me see. All right, cool. So we got some ones, we got some 2s. All right, cool. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure that I solve both of y'all solution problems. Those of you that put a 1 in your credit looks like this, I'm gonna show you how to go get $250,000 within the next 30 to 90 days with a brand new LLC or without a brand new LLC. I'm gonna show you that right now. And what I'm also going to do for the people that got bad credit, I'm going to show you how you can go get funding with bad credit, get $250,000 in 90 days. So no matter what your circumstances is, you can go get the money. You just got to be able to execute on the strategy. Somebody type strategy in the chat. There we go. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is talk to the people with bad credit first, and then I'm going to get to the good credit. Talk to me with bad credit, then I'm going to get to the good credit. All right? So for those of you that have bad credit, have you ever heard of what is called subprime lenders? Yes or no? Have you ever heard of what is called subprime lenders? Okay. James said no. Claudia said no. Brooks said yes. All right, so we got a good combination. All right, cool. Good combination. Right? I'm going to show y'all right now in real time. Let's do this. Hope y'all ready. Y'all said y'all was ready, so we get into it. So I'm going to go on Google, and I'm going to type in what are subprime lenders? So when I type that on Google, it says it right here. Subprime lenders are financial institutions that provide loans to people who do not meet the standard underwriting criteria, right? Subprime loans, if we want to keep going down, are lenders who allow people with limited or poor credit to access capital. Subprime lenders can charge higher interest rates and fees to compensate for the increased risk in default, right? So long story short, these are private companies, not your Wells Fargo, not your Chase, not your Bank of America. These are private companies that their business model is to lend to people that don't have the best credit. So you can have a collection on there. You can have some late payments, some high utilization. They're going to lend you. But the other piece to it is it's going to give you high interest. So yes, you're going to have to pay to play. But if they charge you 25%, 30% interest, well, if I show you how to get a higher return on your money than what it costs you to get it, does it even matter? Let me know. If I can show you how to get a higher return than what it even costs you to get it, does it matter? We got to understand money. Yes, they may ask you for some collateral depending on how bad your credit is. So you gotta just understand how this works. But I'm gonna give y'all some more game, right? So here are some subprime lenders. You got net credit. That's one. This is one. I'm gonna give y'all a few. It says it right here. You can shoot your shot and it won't even affect your credit score. You can see if you get pre-approved. That's one. You got op loans. That's another one. Apply same day funding, no effect to your credit score, is a soft pull. You got FIG loans. If they're in your area, you go to FIG loans. You got Upstart. I'm giving y'all the game, right? You got One Main Financial. These are subprime lenders. Okay? So in our mentorship, we got over 50 subprime lenders, but I want to give y'all 5 right now, just to make it simple, because I don't want to overcomplicate this for anybody that's new. So that's 5, okay? Now follow me. Get y'all pen and y'all pad out. Follow the money now, okay? If I apply to each of those subprime lenders, it's 5 of them, and they each approve me for $10,000 each. How much is that? How much is that? Let me know in the chat. If they each approve me, thank you, Malik, 50,000. Thank you, James. Thank you, Francesca. That's 50,000. But here go the game. Y'all ready for the game? I hope y'all ready for the game. So look, let me lean in. I gotta whisper this because I don't want everybody to hear this. All right. So when you apply with the subprime lenders, you want to do it strategically within a sequence that we give you the blueprint in our mentorship, right? But when they approve you, or if they approve you, they're gonna ACH deposit the money into your account within 48 hours. But this is the game. When the 50,000 is deposited within 48 hours, it doesn't show up on your credit till 30 days later. Are y'all picking up what I'm Did y'all pick up what I just shared? You're gonna get the 50,000 cash, but the loan doesn't show up on your credit till 30 days later. So now I got about 3, almost 4 weeks to go and make some moves. So I got 50,000. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Mogul, I got 50,000. The interest rate about to kick in. You said I got about 3, 4 weeks, but what I'll do next? What I do next? This is what we're gonna do. Yeah, there we gonna do. So this is what we're gonna do now, y'all. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go to Bank of America and I'm gonna ask for what is called a secured business line of credit. So Francesca, what you're gonna do is take that $50,000 and you're gonna go, hey, Bank of America, I don't have the best credit profile. I can't just apply with you, but I want to build a relationship with you, Bank of America. I'm gonna give you this $50,000 and you're gonna hold it as collateral, but now they're gonna issue you a secured business line of credit. So you're giving them the same 50, but then they're gonna issue you a secured business line of credit. So you're building a relationship with them. Okay? Once you get the business line of credit, it acts as cash. So you can log into your online banking and literally transfer the money from your line of credit to your bank account as cash. So now I'm gonna log in, pull the 50,000 off my business line of credit into my account cash. But I'm not gonna stop there because I gotta run this strategy. What I'm gonna do now is go to KeyBank and I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna take the same money that I got from Bank of America. I'm gonna go to KeyBank and say, hey, I don't have the best credit, but I wanna build a relationship with you. Here go 50,000 as collateral, hold it, but now issue me a secured business line of credit. They're gonna give me an online account. I'm gonna log in and I can literally transfer the money from my line of credit to my checking account, pull it out as cash. I don't stop there. I want to keep on going. I go to PNC Bank. I do the exact same thing with the same 50,000. I'm going to give them 50,000. They're going to hold it as collateral, but they're going to issue me a secured business line of credit. I'm going to log in my online banking and I'm going to transfer the money from my line of credit to my bank account, pull it out as cash. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? So what I'm doing here is moving the money around, but I'm strategically building relationships with these banks. But I'm not going to stop there. Let's just say I keep going. I go to Truist Bank, give them 50,000. They hold it as collateral, but now give me a business line of credit. I withdraw the money off the line of credit to my bank as cash. I go to M&T Bank, give them that same 50,000. They hold it as collateral. They issue me a secure business line of credit. I now transfer the money off the business line of credit to my bank account as cash. Y'all probably thinking, Mogul, this don't even make sense. Put a 1 in the chat if you like Mogul. I don't know, this don't even make sense. Put a 2 in the chat if you follow me. See, we got to have the strategy. But Francesca, Rashawn, Malik, this is what we're going to do now. Let's say we stop at the 5th bank because we got a short period of time to make this work. We got a couple of weeks and to move the money around quick, open up accounts. Well, guess what? I'm gonna take the money from M&T Bank, that 50,000 cash. I'm gonna go back and pay Bank of America off completely. What happens when I pay Bank of America off with the 50? What happens? Same money they gave me, I'm just gonna pay them off. What happens? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Bank of America is going to turn my secured to unsecured, which means they give me back my collateral, but extend me that same 50,000. So I got back my original 50. I go pay Key Bank off, do the exact same thing. They turn my secured to unsecured, give me back my collateral. I go to PNC Bank. I pay them off. They turn my secured to unsecured, give me back my collateral. I go to Truist Bank. I pay them off. They turn my secured to unsecured, give me back my collateral. I go to M&T Bank. I pay them off. They turn my secured to unsecured, give me back my collateral, but now I have access to $250,000 and I got back my original investment. I pay off my subprime lenders, but what did I just do? Come on, what did I just do? I hope y'all with me. I hope y'all not asleep. I hope y'all not asleep. Please don't tell me y'all sleep. Okay. Thank you. All I did is recycle the money, move the money around. That wasn't even my money to begin with, but I just got access to 250 in this 90 days or less. So that's if you got bad credit. We don't have a money problem. We have a strategy problem. And after this workshop, you won't even have a strategy problem. You may have a belief problem. You may have a confidence problem. You may have a consistency problem, but you won't have a money problem. Somebody type no money problems in the chat. So I got you out the way. And guess what? Everybody that got bad credit, I'm also gonna give you an opportunity to get free credit repair. I'm gonna give you at the end, I'm gonna give you my software where you can literally clean your credit up for free. You don't gotta pay nobody thousands of dollars. So I want you to build your credit so you can go get more money, but you still can go get it even if you don't. It's just no excuses. I don't want to have nobody have a reason to not invest in themselves, whether it's the time, the energy, the money. I don't want to have nobody have any excuse not to realize their God's given potential and gifts. So I want to talk to my ones now, the people that got the good credit. Can I talk to y'all? Where my ones at? All right, let's talk to my ones. Let's get it. Let's talk to my ones real quick. All right. So let's get to the board. Let's break this down. So for all my ones, you don't need to go do the backdoor funding method that I just shared. You don't need to do that. You could walk straight into the bank. And this is what we call our credit card stacking method, where we stack up credit card stacking. And you need to be strategic when you do this. So there's 3 credit reporting agencies, right? The first credit reporting agency is Experian. So you need to know which banks pull Experian, and we give you a list of secret lenders and what credit reporting agencies they pull, so you could build your sequence. We show you how to you could actually go to credit boards and get with the bankers, and they could give you this information, right? But I'm just gonna make it simple for you. We know that Chase. And it varies based upon your area, but typically I know in the tri-state where we are, Chase pulls Experian, right? But Chase will give you up to $150,000 with 2 credit cards, 1 inquiry. So 1 pull, you can get up to 250,000. But guess what? I'm now gonna go do Amex, and I know that Amex will give me up to $100,000, 4 credit cards with 1 inquiry. So if you picking up what I'm putting down, I just applied for 2 times, but I already got 6 cards. We're stacking them up. I'm gonna go now apply with Fulton Bank. I know that Fulton Bank pulls Experian, and they'll give me up to $50,000 with 1 pull, 1 card, right? But I'm putting myself in position with these 3 banks to get access to about $300,000 or up to. If you want to get 100, 150, 75, you just apply 3 times and you put yourself in position. See, when we go do our sequences, we actually go for more banks. We go ahead PNC. We go ahead M&T. We literally go to 6 to 8 banks at a time. But I want to just make it very simple for y'all. So I'm not even going to go that far. I'm not even going to go that far. All right? Y'all follow me? Type follow in the chat. You follow me. Cool. So now we're gonna go to the next credit reporting agency, which is Equifax. I need to know what banks pull Equifax. Well, I know that PenFed pulls Equifax. I know that Digital Credit Union pulls Equifax. I know that Key Bank pulls Equifax. Well, PenFed will give me up to $100,000. DCU will give me up to $50,000. Key Bank will give you up to $100,000. But you're gonna stack it up. You can get 2 credit cards with them, right? With DCU, you can get 1 credit card and you can get one loan, personal loan with them, right? It's all personal. I'm not even on business. This is personal funding. So what you're gonna do now is put yourself in position to go get another up to $250,000. So you're stacking them up. You're gonna start here, then you're gonna go to the next one. Once you go there, you're gonna go to the next one, which is TransUnion. I need to know what banks pull from TransUnion. Well, we know Navy Federal Credit Union typically pulls from TransUnion up to $50,000. I know that Barclay Bank pulls TransUnion, and they'll give you up to 50,000, 2 credit cards with one pull. I know that Bank of America, they'll give me up to $50,000 with 2 credit cards, one pull. But if you pick up what I'm putting down, I just got 5 credit cards with 3 inquiries, stacking them up. I put myself in position to go up to another 150,000. So if I'm following this sequence of going here and then going here, now I total all of this up. I now put myself in position to go get what? 300 plus 150, that's 450, 550, 650, 700,000. I can get up to 700,000 in personal funding, stacking credit cards. And the cool thing about this is you don't need no pay stubs, no W-2s, no tax returns. All you need is good credit. So if you got that profile that I just shared, or you work to go get that profile, you got up to $700,000 or more with your name on it. You just got to go unlock it. Are you with me? Are you with me? So now what I want to do, y'all got that? Y'all got me. So now we have to take it up a notch. All right, now we about to take it up a notch. All right, y'all ready for me to take it up a notch? All right, this is what we're gonna do. So the next thing that we're gonna do is put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with manufacturer spending. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't know what that is. See, manufacturer spending is you knowing how to master the credit card sign-on bonuses and reward points. See, when you apply with certain credit cards, they give you benefits like reward points, cash back, travel, sign-on bonuses. American Express, they'll give you a $300 sign-on bonus every card you get approved for. So if you follow me, if I go and get 4 credit cards with 1 inquiry, how much money do I have in free sign-on bonuses? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I hope y'all ain't sleep. Let me know in the chat. If I would have got 4 cards, they give me $300 each card. How much is that? Thank you, Rashawn. That's $1,200. Free money. Let me keep showing y'all, right? Let me go to Chase. Let's say I go to Chase and I want to go to credit cards. All right. I'm gonna go to credit cards and check it out right here. The Chase Freedom Card. It says it right here. You get a $200 sign-on bonus when you apply for the card. So if I go and get 2 credit cards with Chase with the 1 inquiry, how much is that, y'all? How much is that? Let me know in the chat. How much is that? How much is that? Get y'all number 400. So imagine getting sign-on bonuses with all of the cards. This is how we get $4,000 or $5,000 in free money. But I'm not gonna go through all that because I want to make it simple. I don't want to do too much. So let's add the 400 and the 1,200 for the Chase cards and the Amex cards. Tell me how much money we got. The 400 and the 1,200. How much is that? Thank you. So we at 1,600 now, right? What do we do with that money? Let me know in the chat. What do we do with the 1,600 free money? What we do? What we do, y'all? Reinvest. Reinvest. But in what? There we go. We're gonna go and get a free LLC. So I'm gonna show y'all how this works. So I'm gonna give y'all this checklist at the end, so don't worry. But you can go on platforms like Busy and you can go get an LLC for free. Somebody dropped their state in the chat. I want to show you this in real time. Somebody dropped their state in the chat. All right, somebody said PA, Illinois. Let's do Rashawn, because Rashawn been definitely active in the chat. So let's do Illinois. All right, Illinois. So in 3 weeks, Rashawn, you can go have an LLC already built for only $154, which is the state filing fee, in 3 weeks. Well, where are you going to get the $154 from? Let me know in the chat. Where do I get the $154 from? Where do I get that from? Where is it coming from? The 1,600. Thank you, Unique. So now I got a free LLC. But see, as Mailbox Millionaires, we don't do anything small. We do everything big. So I don't want just one LLC. I want 3. So I'm going to do 154 times 3 because I need 3 LLCs. So 154 times 3, that's $462. So in 3 weeks, I will have 3 LLCs for free. So I want you to take the 1,600 and minus $462. You down to how much? If you go and get 3 LLCs, that's $462 in Illinois, and you use the 1,600, what do you have left? How much? You should have 7. You should have what? 1,600 minus 400 and what? 62? What we said? 154 times 3. 154 times 3. That's 462. So 1,600 minus 462. Perfect. I'm at 1138. Y'all got it. So I'm at 1138. It's still up. I still got more free money. Guess what? I need to now open up a bank account for these businesses. So I'm now going to open up 3 different bank accounts, and I'm going to put $100 each into those bank accounts because I got to put some money in the funding. But I'm going to utilize the money from the credit cards that I got when I applied for my sequence. So I'm going to minus $300 from that 1138. How much we got left, y'all? Let me know in the chat. If I put $100 in each bank account, how much I got left? 838. Thank you, Malik. I'm still up. Well, I need to go get an address for my businesses. So you can go to platforms like Opus, right? And I'm going to drop this link in the chat for y'all right now. You go to platforms. Matter of fact, team, can y'all drop the business funding checklist in the chat for them? Cool. You can go to platforms like Opus and pay $99, and they'll give you a business address, a business phone number, and a fax number. If I do that times 3, that's another $300. So I got a minus 300 from the 838. How much do I have left? Let me know in the chat. How much do I have left? 538. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you. I'm not done yet. Now I need a business email and website. Well, you could go on Fiverr, Upwork, and you could hire somebody to go and set you up with a website for $100 to $150, or you could do it yourself for free, really, on Wix or Squarespace. But if you want to get somebody else to do it, they'll charge you $100, $150. Let's just say you pay $150 and you do it for 3 different businesses. That's $450. So I want you to take 450 and minus it from the 538. Minus it from the 538. How much we got left? How much we got left? $88. So I just showed you how to go out there and get up to $700,000 in personal funding, utilize the sign-on bonuses to go get 3 LLCs, set them up to be all compliant for free, still got $88 left over to go to the movies, get some popcorn, chill with your date, do some things. I gave y'all some game. Like at this point, you got 3 LLCs all compliant and some money to go out, take them out. What are we talking about? For free. Type game in the chat. I'm giving y'all some game. Type game in the chat if I'm giving y'all some game. But we not even done yet. We just getting started. All right. So now We're gonna do now that we got these 3 LLCs and they're all built and they're all compliant. We're gonna do what is called spin the block. Somebody type spin the block in the chat. All right, team, we good. You can stop dropping it, team. So now we're gonna go spin the block and we're gonna go now on the business side. So now that we have these businesses set up, we're gonna go back into these same banks because we built relationship with them, and we're gonna do the exact same sequence. So I'm gonna go hit Chase, Amex, and Fulton on the business side and go get another $300,000. I'm gonna do my same sequence and go hit the banks that pull Equifax, right? And I can put myself in position to go get another 250,000 on the business side. I'm gonna go again and keep moving. I'm gonna go hit the banks that pull TransUnion, the same banks. I'm not gonna do nothing different. It's on the business side. I put myself in a position to go get another 150,000. So now I just doubled up this. I got access to up to 1.4 million between personal and business funding. Do y'all understand how fast you can get access? Somebody type fast in the chat. And this is just one LLC. Imagine if you did this with the other 2 LLCs. So you now put yourself in position to time this by 3. And what we do, this is why it's so important. Hold on, I just gotta say this to y'all, right? I hope y'all understand. This is why these strategies are so important, because you will be able to remove the inquiries, now go to the next business and apply for funding again in another 90 days with the new business. And this is how in a year or so you can have over $1 million in funding when you follow the sequence. You need to have the sequence in the strategy. Access. But I want to give y'all a little bit more. I want to over deliver, right? So not only that, not only are you going to go and get access to that money, right? Well, I want you to go get cash flow. So what we like to do is called turn our information into compensation. We like to turn what we know into what we bank. So because you know how to get funding now, because you got this entire blueprint, you can now start what is called a funding agency, where you can help other people get access to funding. Put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with a funding agency. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not. Put a 1 in the chat if you're familiar with funding agency. 2 if you're not. All right. So those of you that do not know, a funding agency is just a business that helps other people get access to capital. So this will be you, Rashawn, right? You're happy because you in mentorship and you got the game and you know how to go to these banks over here and go get the money. You know how to run the sequences. You know about lines of credit. You know all of these things because you've done it yourself. But now there's going to be this sad entrepreneur over here because they have a big idea, but they don't know how to get the money. Well, you're going to create what is called a funding contractual agreement, where you are going to agree to help them get access to money, but charge them a 10% fee for helping them get access to the money. So this is person A who got the company and person B who's the client. This is the agreement between you two. You're going to have them sign this agreement right here, and you're going to go to your banks because you know the strategies, and you can get them access to $250,000. When this person's get that money, you're going to charge them that 10%. Well, what's 10% of $250,000? Let me know in the chat. What's 10% of $250,000? Thank you. That's $25,000. Put me in the chat if you cool with getting $25,000 a month from getting one client funded $250,000 a month. That's one client. One. But imagine if you got 5 clients, 4 clients, 2 clients, 3 clients. Imagine if you got a client funded 100,000, but you got 5 of them funded 100,000. That means you're gonna get 10,000 each client times 5. That's $50,000 a month. Type me in the chat if you want to be able to make this type of money. See, I love this business model because you can get big profits with low overhead, turning your information to compensation. This is our blueprint. This is our mailbox millionaire wealth building blueprint, where we show you how to master funding strategies. Then we show you how to turn your information to compensation with a funding agency. And then the last piece is you want to turn your active income. You want to turn your active income into passive income. See, the goal is to make money in your sleep and not in your feet. When you do the funding agency, you got to be on your feet marketing, you got to have clients, and it's cool. You're going to make big payouts. But the goal is to take these big payouts and invest it into already existing cash flowing businesses that are going to make money day one. This is when we buy self storage, right? This is when we buy these cash flowing businesses, apartment buildings, right? Things that are gonna make you money day one. We don't want think about this, y'all. I just want to give y'all this game, y'all, because I want you to understand. Why would we go out there and start something completely new and try to figure it out when we could go buy something that somebody else already built, that they're already making 10, 20, $30,000 a month, and we could buy it and get that money immediately, day one. Somebody type day one in the chat. Like, I don't want to wait for my money. I want my money now. I'm just being honest with you. I don't want to wait. I really don't. So you could go to websites like Biz Buy Sell. You can go to loopnet.com. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. Because I want to give y'all the real game. I ain't trying to fluff nothing like that. So what we're gonna do is go to Biz Buy Sell, and we can type in let's find it. Self storage. Where we at? Specialty. Self storage. I'll just do Pennsylvania. Let me backtrack. They switched this. They switched this up. All right. They switched this up. Let me just get this right for y'all. So Pennsylvania. I'm just picking a place. Property types. And we want to go and find industrial, warehouse, specialty. Yeah, there we go, right here. Self-storage. There we go. So check this out, family. Y'all see my screen? Put a one in the chat. There we go. So you got one right here that's $765,000. You got another one right here that's 4 million. You got one right here that's 2.2 million. I'm gonna use this one. That's 2.2 million. It got 6 properties. You can actually buy this facility with 10% down, leveraging what is called the SBA 7A loan, where they finance you up to 90%. So if you only got to come to the table with 10% down, what's 10% down on this 2.2 million? Let me know in the chat. What's 10% down on this 2.2 million? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. 10% down on this 2.2 million. There we go. That's $220,000. Did I not just show you how to get access to 220,000? Yes or no? Between bad credit, good credit, I showed you how you can go get that money and that's your down payment, and now you in creatively. No money down strategies. Or you could use the cash that you make from your funding agency. In our mentorship, we got over 100 ways to come up with the money through grants, 401ks, IRAs, HELOCs, you name it, seller financing. We got so many ways. There's no shortage of strategies to come up with the money. But I just showed you how you can get into a business and start making money immediately. Can I show y'all something real quick? I want to show y'all something real quick. I want to just, because sometimes, do y'all believe what I'm sharing right now? Type a one in the chat if you think this is possible. Type a two in the chat if you're like, Mo, I don't really know. Like, this sound cool, but I don't really know. Let's be real here, because seeing is believing, and I'm just being like, where I come from, we gotta see it to believe it. Like, I'm just keeping it 1,000. We gotta see it to believe it. That's just how we be on it. We gotta see it to believe it, y'all. I want y'all to understand this, right? I want y'all to understand this. Let's see. I want y'all to understand this. I'll show y'all. Oh, oh, come on, y'all. Yeah, they said Francesca said it's a me problem for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. I bet. This is what I wanted to show y'all really quick. All right, and then we about to close up. All right. So for those of you that don't like, and this is what we do in real time, right? This right here is the management software that we use to manage our facilities. Like I could switch it around. I could pick different facilities. I could go on and on with this stuff, right? Couldn't make this up. This is real time. You see what's going on, right? And I'm gonna make this quick, but I just pulled a rent roll, right? And this is the rent roll from one of the facilities. But I want y'all to look at this number down below. You see, it says total due. This is the monthly income, rental income that we make every single month on this facility that we made when we purchased it. Let me know. What's that number in the chat? What's that number? What's that number? Let me know. Y'all see that number in the chat? There we go. Thank you, Antoinette. That's $32,000 in rental income. And that's the money we made day one when we bought the business. So I'm sharing with you the strategy that we use to go get rich fast. We want to go and follow the exact blueprint. Go get the funding. Turn your information to compensation and get cash fast. Now you go and turn that into passive income that you can make money in your sleep. And that's just one facility, one business, no vendor reports. I got 7 ways we make money from self-storage. Put me in the chat. You like, Mogul, I want to do that. Like what you just shared, I need more. I want to execute on this. Put me in the chat if you like, yo, Mogul, like this is crazy. 90 minutes wasn't enough. I need more. So this is where I want to really separate the room, the serious from the curious. This is where we talk to the action takers or the action talkers, right? Like this is where 90% of the room is going to leave because they're going to take the information as a nice to know you and they're going to mess up and spend the money and they're going to try to do it on their own and have mistakes. But I want to talk to the 10% that understand value, that understand coaching, that understand having the right direction. Do I have your permission to share opportunity for you to work with me and my team to get more information so we can help you execute and get cash flow and get funding to change your life? Yes or no? If you like, just say yes or no. If you don't, then I won't share it because I only want to offer it if you actually want this. Do I have your permission to share an opportunity to help you get back your time, to help you get back some freedom, to help you be the first millionaire in your family? Can I put you on that path? I'm not telling you nothing that I haven't done and my students haven't done. They say yes. They said yes. All right. So with that being said, what I want to share with y'all is an opportunity that is gonna truly like change the game. It's truly gonna change the game, y'all. I want to give y'all an opportunity. Y'all ready for this? I hope y'all ready for this. All right. So what I want to do, where we at with this? Where we at with this? There we go. Um, there we go. There we go. There we go. So what I want to do is give you an opportunity to get back your freedom. I want to get you access to $250,000. I want to assist you with buying a cash flowing business, but I need to know how much would it be worth to you? Let me know in the chat. Like, would $2,000 be worth it to you for you to learn how to make 6 and 7 figures in cash flow, how to fund yourself up to $1 million? I told you how you go get $250,000 in funding. Somebody charge you 10%. That's 25,000. I'm giving it to you in this program. Would $2,000 be worth it to you? Yes or no? Yes or no? Just let me know. Would it be worth it? Like I just need to know because we need to understand value. We need to understand not what it costs because it costs you to not do this. I want you to think about the payoff. So look, I want to do something special for everybody that's on right now. I want to send the elevator back down the same way my mentor sent the elevator back down to me and gave me a hand up. I want to give everybody an opportunity to take advantage of our business acquisition accelerator bundle. And this is not any bundle. This is two courses in one. My business funding course that gives you my secret lenders list, that gives you access to how to build your credit, how to set your business up, the roadmap to $1 million in funding, how to clean your own credit. Plus, I got a course on how to actually get started buying cash from business. I put together two courses in one, and you can actually go through this information at your own leisure, your own time, and execute on it. And typically, this is $5,000, but on this call right now, it's only $497. Type me in the chat if you're ready for this. Type me in the chat because I'm only going to drop the link if you want me to drop the link. I'm not going to drop it if you don't want it. I'm not going to waste the time. But I'm going to give you two in one. My business acquisition crash course. It's an accelerated business acquisition course so you can get started learning business buying. And I have my business funding so you can learn how to go get the money. So you put those together, you can execute. If you're ready for me to drop the link, type drop the link in the chat. Type drop the link in the chat. So, all right, cool. They ready for me to drop the link. Internet ready for me to drop the link for sure. So look, I'm gonna make this even special. I'm about to drop the link. So go get your card. Whatever you gotta do, get ready because I'm gonna make it even more valuable. I want to make this a no-brainer for you. So for the first 10 people that lock in their spot when I drop this link in about 2 minutes, I'm gonna give you some bonuses. Number one, I'm going to give you my backdoor funding method is a video that I did is 18 minutes where I broke it down in more detail on how to actually pay the minimum payments, the length of the banks, how do you actually lay out the full sequence. Like I go in full detail. I'm going to give you my backdoor funding method video, an 18-minute video. I'm also going to give you the list of subprime lenders, over 50 of them. I gave you 5 tonight. I want to give you all 50. So when you go run the backdoor funding method, I can also ensure that you got the lenders to go and keep pairing it up to go execute. Not just that, I'm going to give you my 24 to 72 hour inquiry removal collection hack where you're going to be able to remove inquiries and collections in less than 3 days. Less than 3 days so you can go back and get more funding. I'm also going to give you a 7-day free trial to my software. This is the software that we use to find self-storage under off market and underwrite them in 60 seconds. This is what we're using. I'm being real. I'm giving y'all 7 days because I want y'all to really see it in real time. I'm not just going to do that. I want to make sure this is the no-brainer. I'm going to give you a free admission ticket to our next 3-day live virtual family legacy summit where we break down infinite banking, life with life insurance, trust, how to utilize operating agreement, understand family credit. We're going to show you high-level wealth building strategies. This is going to be a ticket, and it's usually $497 alone. I'm giving this for free as a bonus for the first 10 that lock in when I drop this link in about 1 minute. In about 1 minute, I'm about to drop this link. And not just that, I'm going to give you a replay to the 5-day challenge that I did with Smitty the GOAT and Derek Boone, if you're familiar with them. If you're familiar with Wall Street Trapper, Nehemiah Davis, Pinky Cole, Wallow 267. We did a 5-day challenge where there's $1 million worth of game. I'm going to throw the recordings in as a bonus. So y'all ready? First 10 people. First 10 people, I'm about to drop this link. So get ready to get these bonuses. I'm going to give y'all one more. I'm going to give you 30 days access complimentary to our Mogul Elite Club community. So for those of you that want live coaching, this is your opportunity. So you're going to have the courses that you can have at your leisure and you go and study and execute. But I also want to give you live coaching where we have 5 trainings, 5 days a week on credit, funding, underwriting deals, digital products. I'm going to give you 30 days as a bonus. All right? 30 days as a bonus. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Drop the link in the chat if you ready. There we go. So, all right, I'm about to drop the link, but I'm gonna do team. Let's do one more thing, team. For the 10 people that do sign up, let's not do 30 days. For the 10 people that do sign up, let's give them access for a full year. So for when they sign up tonight, we're gonna get a Mogul Elite Club, the community for a year. Because I really want to build with them. I really want to build with them. I want to get them in the #1 building community. So is that cool? 1 year? That's just crazy. That's just crazy. All right, team. So let's drop the link in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the link. Drop the link. Drop the link. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I got to take a sip of water because, listen, I hope you know that your life is about to change. I hope you know that your life is about to change. You may not understand it, but the decision that you are making right now to invest $497, which is pennies compared to the value, is designed to make you as profitable as fast as possible, y'all. So I'm super excited about it because I know what's gonna happen. So look, for those of you that lock in your spot, I want you to type "I'm in" the chat so I can shout you out. After you lock in your spot, type "I'm in" the chat, and I'm gonna shout you out, show you some love. And for those of you that's probably like, Mogul, I want to get in, but I don't got the full 497, you can spread it out over 6 to 36 months. So when you go and click the link, you can actually go to the checkout and you can apply for Afterpay, Affirm, Klarna, Zip. You got multiple options where you could actually pay as little as $35, $45 a month. Just get in the door. So I don't care what you got to do. I don't want you to miss the opportunity that's about to change your life. I don't want you to miss the opportunity that's going to give you exactly what you need, exactly what you've been looking for to learn how to get funded, set your business up, build your credit, how to buy cash flow in businesses, how to get in the game. And I'm going to be completely transparent, family. I'm going to be real with you. I have a $25,000 mentorship where we partner, we do deals together. We have in-person masterminds. I'm giving a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've never done this before, but I'm giving you an opportunity to join our community because this is where you start. This is where you get your credit up. This is where you get funded so that now you can invest to get to the next tier so we can partner up and we can do deals together. I want to get you there. My goal is for us to acquire businesses together like I've done with my students, but it won't happen if you don't start here. We only offer this opportunity to people that's in the community. So you start in the community and then you work your way up. I just want to make it clear. Or you could do it like I do or wealthy people do. We let our clients, our businesses, our services pay for the things that we like to do. So if I'm investing in myself, which it is a tax write-off because you're investing in yourself, but not only that, we have a credit repair business in a box where we can actually help you set up a credit repair business and you don't got to actually do no fulfillment. It's all set up for you. It's AI. Guess what? You now could do that and have that pay for your fee. Couple clients, you got your money back. You could also become an affiliate and get paid commissions 50% for bringing other people in. A couple of people that you get to join, you have your money back. So you want to think about, if I make this investment, how do I set up services and products to get my clients' services pay for what I do? Like, just think about how wealthy people think. Put it on a credit card. Get your points. I don't care. Get in the room. Make a decision. Do something different. You set New Year's goals, New Year's resolutions. Are you on track? You said you was going to do something different this year about your finances. You said you was going to hold yourself accountable to get in a community of other people that's going to push you. You said that you wanted to do something different for your children. It's not a coincidence that you on this call right now. It's confirmation. There's a reason why you're here getting this information and you are feeling a certain energy. I want you to take action on that energy. I want you to take action because when you do, you start to get to another level. And like I said, we have a mastermind where we do in-person events and we get to connect and build with each other once you start to make money in your business and get to higher levels. I want to help you get to those higher levels. That's what I'm here for, family. And I know that there's some of you that's thinking to yourself, right? You're probably thinking like, Mogul. How do I know this is for me, Mogul? Put a one in the chat if you're thinking that. How do I know this is for me, Mogul? For real, for real. How do I know this is for me? Are you thinking that? Well, how could you ever know it's for you if you don't even try? A lot of times we block our blessings because we share our ideas with small-minded people. See, we call those dream killers. The worst thing you could do is share a big idea with a small mind. The worst thing you could do is wait on an opportunity. My mentor told me that wait stands for what am I thinking? Well, when you wait, you're thinking about what this person going to think about you investing in yourself. You're thinking about, oh, what if it don't work? And what if I fail? But I want you to think about what if it do work? What if this was a time you went out on faith and you invested your last, you went on faith and belief, and now that was the most important investment you made because you met a business partner, you learned from a mentor, you got some strategies that unlock everything for you. I want you to think about that. Let's not focus on lack. Let's focus on the light. There's people in our program that homeless that came home from prison doing 22 years. Actually, one of my partners right now, we doing deals together. He came home from prison, got in the program, and now he's a millionaire. So no matter where you are, you just got to get started. You probably thinking to yourself, Mogul, well, how soon could I be profitable, Mogul? I'm investing $497. I need to get that money back. Look, I can't make no guarantees. Matter of fact, I could make one guarantee, right? I could make one. What I can guarantee you is that if you don't invest in yourself, if you don't take that next step, you will not get the information and you will be in the same spot as you are. Next year, this time, you're going to be in the same spot because you didn't make a decision to do something different. I can guarantee you that. See, what I will tell you is my community is designed to make you as profitable as fast as possible. Where you could be an affiliate, you could set up your credit repair business, you could start a funding company, you could actually make money with digital products, you could do wholesaling. It's so many ways to go and get the money and get your investment back. It's not even funny. I just want to make it very clear. And if you are afraid, you probably like, Mogul, I'm afraid. I got course hurt. I invested in mentorship before. I paid for a course before, and I didn't get my results. I want you to think about, was it the course, the mentorship, or did you not execute? Just think about it. And if it was the course, the mentorship, guess what? You need to go through things to get to the next thing. So it's set up a certain way because you need to be able to learn to be able to figure out what's real and what's not. I have mentees that spent $20,000 in other mentorships, and now they're able to get in our mentorship, and they know the difference because they've been there. So they're like, nah, this is really it. But if your money is tight and then you are afraid, that's more than enough reason on why you should be doing this, why you need to do this, because you are afraid and your money is tight. And I want you to think about, like, what are your other options? If you don't do this, what will you do? You just got to have another option. But I can promise you this. There's nobody online that look like me, that come from where we come from, that's teaching self-storage at a high level like this and teaching funding at a high level like this. There's nobody. And if you find them, let me know, and I bet you that I could compete. I promise you, there's nobody that look like me that's going to give you the game, that's going to put you on, that's teaching self-storage. Because it ain't. It's just the truth. I'm sorry, I had to go. I just went on a rant. I didn't mean to do that, but I get passionate because sometimes we got to talk to each other like this because we got to hear it differently. Like sometimes we got to hear it in the heart. Like because we be so caught up in our mind with trauma. We be so caught up overthinking, and we have imposter syndrome where we don't believe we deserve wealth. We don't believe that we deserve to be able to take trips. We don't believe that we deserve to be able to take one-way flights and wake up and do what we want, how we want. So you need somebody that comes from where you come from to talk to your heart and let you know you can do it. You just got to do some shit differently. You got to be willing to do the work long enough to outlast the learning curve. God gave everybody a gift. Everybody on this call right now has a God-given gift. The problem is, the reason why you are not realizing your gift is because it's usually the most challenging thing. It's usually the thing that you are pushing up against that's like making you the most uncomfortable that you don't want to do. And that is why you are not getting to your gift, because without a test, you don't have a testimony. See, you got to go through the grind. When you think about people like LeBron James and Steph Curry and, you know, Serena Williams, whoever I think about as athletes and stars, Jay-Z, these people had gifts from God, but they worked on their gift. You have to work on it. That's why I shared work, work, work the entire class. So with that being said, we're about to close this up, but I want to shout out the people that did lock in their spot. Type I'm in one more time because I missed it. So type I'm in the chat one more time so I can shout you out, show you some love. All right, my bad, yeah, my bad. I4 will say he's in. Congratulations. Patricia, congratulations. Who else is in there? Angie, congratulations. Lock in your spot. For those of you that locked in your spot, type I'm in so I can shout you out. And I'm gonna actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna answer some questions for a little bit, and I want to show y'all the community. Can I show y'all the community? Can I show y'all the community? Put show me in the chat if I can show y'all the community. Put show me in the chat if I can show y'all the community. All right. So y'all can see my screen. Check this out, right? This is our community. We got over 1,000 people in here, action takers, right? When you go inside our community, look at all the information that you have. I show you how you can set up your own credit repair business in a box. You got a grant writing course. You got a debt elimination course on how to clean up your debt, pay it off in record time. You got how to get into self-storage, my self-storage accelerator course. You got a business funding course, right? Look at all the hacks. Those of you that really want to know how to go and get funded. We giving you the hacks, the GM Marcus card, right? The Apple credit card, how to pay on your utilization hacks, right? How to do business credit card stacking hacks. It's all in here. Those of you that want to repair your credit, when you talk about the TransUnion sweep on how to clean off your TransUnion in 7 days, we giving you the blueprint. How to remove bankruptcies, we giving you the blueprint. How to actually remove items off your Experian, we giving you the blueprints. All in there. How to remove inquiries, it's all in here. Like, it's so much. Funding sequences, how to turn auto loans into cash loans. It's just so much that I go on and on and on in here. And not just that. You have live classes. So when you go to the calendar, we have a credit repair training on Monday nights. Digital product training. These are live with coaches. Not you just watching video. You're on Zoom, you can ask questions. We got Wednesday underwriting class with Double R, our lead instructor. We have our financial literacy class with Mr. Precise, teaching you how to master finances. So you have a well-designed community, and it's not just me. I have a full team of instructors that host these classes and are here and designed to help you get to the next level. They're designed to help you. Matter of fact, let's go to wins. I want to show y'all some wins. Let's go to wins. All right, cool. So here we go. Lena Tate, she been crushing it. She been making a bunch of money. Right here, 44-point increase. Let's keep it going. Oh man, Shamel, she's another one executing. Got approved for the light stream play, $20,000. Turned the auto loan into cash, easy. Right? Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Tyrone ran the Amex play, easy buddy. Let's go. uh, Excuse me, you got Sherrod, $65,000 in funding. And look, he got $65,000 in funding with a 30-day late and high utilization. So don't count yourself out. Don't count yourself out. Look at Marshall running the plays, getting these collections, getting these inquiries deleted. Delete. Delete. Let's keep talking about it. Let's keep moving. $25,000 approval. This is what we doing in here. Matter of fact, let me know in the chat what's been like holding you back. What's your main issue? And I guarantee I can show you where we solving it. I can show you where we solving it inside the community. All right. Let's keep going. Right here. Proof is in the pudding. Approvals. Crazy. Crazy. Right? 25,000, 25,000. Let's keep going. 80,000 in cash funding in 24 hours. Just imagine this, right? But what I want to do is this. For everybody that joined, you're going to get an opportunity to get access to $2,500 with no credit check. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. Jermaine, 1,300, 2,500. There's no credit check. So as soon as you join the community, you can be able to apply and get approved. No credit check. Up to 2,500. Maurice, 2,500. Another 2,500. 2,395. Couldn't make this up if I wanted to. Another, what, $1,000. This one got approved. It's like, so you can literally pay right now and go and get back the investment times 4 in the next 10 minutes. In the next 10 minutes, I'm giving you the step-by-step play. So if those of you that's on the fence, you can literally invest now. Matter of fact, whoever joined, I want you to go in right now. If you got your access to the community, go in right now, execute on this strategy right now, and drop your approval in the chat. Drop your approval in the chat. So this is what's going on, right? Not only that, let's do when we talking about liquidating credit cards, turning them to cash. So when you go get approved, how do you go to Costco's? How do you go to Sam's Club and turn a $20,000 credit card into cash with no percentages, no fees? Like, it's crazy in here, y'all. It's crazy in here. Let me show y'all. So check this out. Devontae, student of the month, right? He got approved for over $480,000 and he started his own funding company. So I want to show you the receipts in real time, right? Right here, he ran it on the light stream play, 100,000. Cool. Right here, another what, 40,000. Another 95,000. Getting auto loans, 90,000. Right? This is what's happening inside of the community, but you got to get in the room. And this is just part of the bonuses, right? Let's look up Cookie, had a grand opening. I already showed y'all Cookie. Naya, she bought a dry cleaning business, had a grand opening. Just showed y'all that. Boom. Like, this is what's happening. Royalty, another one, bought a cash flowing business, had a restaurant and lounge. Can't make this up. So we have real proof and testimonials of students cleaning their credit, getting access to funding, buying cash flowing businesses, everything that I shared. At this point, I don't know what else to show you. So what I'm gonna do now is open it up for the next 5 minutes for questions. If anybody have any questions, drop them and I'm gonna answer them, but only for 5 minutes as we close out. All right. And then everybody that joined, tomorrow we have orientation at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we're gonna help you get a foundation of the community and how to navigate so you can get the most out of it. All right. So you got the bonus course, you got all the resources. It's gonna be insane. Do we have any questions? Any questions, y'all? I hope this is valuable for y'all tonight. All right, cool. So if they don't got no questions, family, then that's it. We gonna wrap this thing up, man. I think y'all good. I'm gonna see everybody that joined inside of the community. Can you also do funding business for the bad credit people? Yes. Yes, you can. How do I set up everything? So we got that inside of our community, y'all. I can't show y'all every. It's just so much. I'll be oh, that's why you got to be in the community. But when you go to our classroom, right? Step two right here shows you how to set your LLC up step by step. Step by step. It's like we giving you the layout step by step. Step three, once you got your LLC set up, depending on what stage you're at. If you're in the stage of improving your credit, you're gonna follow the steps in improving your credit. If you're in the stage of building your report out, you're gonna follow the steps. If you're going to get personal funding, follow the steps. Giving you all the resources. If you're going to get business funding, follow the steps. So we giving you all the steps on how to do everything when it comes to setting up a business, going to get funding, and positioning yourself to start buying cash flowing businesses. All right. Uh, you bought the 5-day boot camp. Yeah, it's the same school. If you're already in school, it's the same school. Yes. What if I got credit card debt though? So we teach you how to high utilization. We teach you how to strategically apply certain strategies to pay off your debt. It's not guaranteed. It's just we give you strategies and you got to try multiple strategies. Nothing probably gonna work the first time. You got to keep shooting your shot. Is this a one-time payment? The 497, yes, one-time payment, and you got access for the year. You got access for the year. One-time payment, you got access for the year. So let me share this with y'all. Uh, I'm gonna share this with y'all. So I want to share this with y'all really quick, just so y'all can understand. This is the tiers to our mentorship program, right? So the Mailbox Mania Academy has 3 different tiers. We have the Mogul Elite Club, which is what I just shared with you, which is our community more for newbie investors or entrepreneurs that's looking to clean their credit, get access to funding, um, be able to build their credit and get started learning. This is where you want to get started learning. We have really more about mindset, and you got a whole library of resources, and you have coaching and things like that. But this is the starter community. And then we have our next tier, which is our Playmakers tier, where we strictly focus on how to start and scale a funding agency. So this is where I give you, my direct banking reps, my actual systems, my funnels, my scripts. I give you the actual products to sell, and that's our mid tier. And I throw in our cash flow course and our business buying course, like the higher version. And then we have our cash flow collectors. This is really our high tier mentorship right here, where we do infinite banking, estate planning, insurance, self storage on a high level, business acquisition on a high level. You get intimate support with the coaches. So it's 3 different levels. But the reason why I'm sharing this is because this is where you want to start. And that's what I'm sharing with you tonight. And once you start here, the goal is for you to get success, get wins, and then we want to get you here. Then once you get those wins there, and it's ready for you to go to the cash flow collectors, the highest level, you ready to do some partnerships, you ready to close some deals together. This is what we're gonna do. All right. I'm gonna show y'all something for real. Can I show y'all? Can I show y'all something in real time? Let me see if I can show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Um, um, so look, for those of you that think it's a game, hopefully you don't think it's a game, but these are deals right now that we are packaging up and we are presenting to our students. So we literally put deals together in our high tier mentorship. We have a top tier mentorship where we find deals, we package them up, and we present them to our students. So this is one deal that we already got packaged up and that one of our students will be buying. Right? 95 units, we set them up, we get them all of the financing, everything you need. Look, these are the numbers, right? So year one, they're gonna be bringing in $50,000 a year. Then it's gonna go to 80,000, gonna go to 100,000. And guess what? All they got to do is put down 60,000, and they're gonna do that with credit cards and different strategies, y'all. Like, and I don't want to like go into all of that because I don't even at this point I don't even. Yeah, it's just I just really want you to understand when you make this investment, you never gonna go back. Life is different. It's the bottom line, right? All right, cool. So it's 10:20. We're gonna close this thing out. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being on here and rocking with us. Truly grateful. If there's no more questions, okay. Before we close, team, can you drop the credit repair link? Can you drop the credit repair link for get them free credit repair? Drop the business funding link. What else we said we was gonna give them? Credit repair funding. They got the opportunity to go get the $2,500. I just shared that. Anybody on this call right now that don't have $497, but you do have $47, put a one in the chat. If you're like, Mogul, I got $47. I don't necessarily have 497. Let me know in the chat. So for those of you that's on here and you have 497, I'm gonna drop the link and you could join our community for $47. You will not get a year access. You won't get all the bonuses, but you will be able to at least get in our community and start to take action with us. All right. So drop that link as well, team. Drop that link. So either way, $47, $497, whatever you got to do, get in the room. And then the last thing is, yeah, that's it. That's it. I ain't got nothing else. All right. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. 1000%. It's been a pleasure. All right.
This community, within a short period of time, I've learned a lot, networked with good people, Ramel, the brothers, and all of that stuff. Just been here within a month, I was able to acquire $140K on business funding, 0% interest for about 12 months. So I'm humbled to be here, glad to be here. I'm ready to network with everybody.
Biggest win has been me being able to pay off $70,000 in debt and also being able to free up some cash flow to where it's well into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you are thinking about joining the Mailbox Millionaire Academy, I will tell you, do not hesitate. You're wasting time. Do it now. Take control of your life.
I'm an independent owner and self-storage facility operator myself and member of the Mailbox Millionaire Academy. The experience has been overwhelming. It's been great. They've assisted me here with not just building my credit, but advancing my credit because I was already in place on my credit, but they've opened so many more doors for me, so many more opportunities, many more bank options that I didn't know about, lines of credit.
Here I am. I'll be closing in December with rebranding the stores.
Oh
so
my goodness.
Thank you. I thank you. It was worth the money. It's worth the time. Sometimes I didn't have the time. I wasn't able to log in, but I did go back and I listened. I read the messages. Thank you so much.
Y'all see that? Do y'all know what that is? That is my certificate of ownership. What do I own? I am a co-owner, a partner in said storage facility.
I am beyond grateful to have such an opportunity to partner with the three Mogul brothers. It has been an honor to be a mentee in the Mailbox Millionaire Academy and now to be able to become part owner and not only one, but 3 self-storage facilities is absolutely amazing.
I have to say thank you to all of my Mailbox Millionaires, my family, my mentors, Ramel, Crew, Jamel. I love you guys so much. Listen, this is what we doing. Cash flowing businesses. I thank you guys so much.